All right, it says, "Hi, Heather. I'm currently nursing my baby for probably another 3 to 4 months. I've lost about 25 pounds since giving birth and have about 24 more to go. Excellent job. Feeling so good about that. Do you have any tips on discovering my TDEE? I have no idea how much the baby is really getting. Every day is different. I also get my sleep interrupted a couple times a night when teething, etc. I know sleep is so important to weight loss. I can tell the next day if I get bad sleep, my self control is limited." Said, "Eat all the things. I know nursing can really help with weight loss, so I don't. I'd like to eat at a slight deficit to take advantage of the extra calorie burn. But it really is just a few months of my life, and perhaps cutting calories isn't wise in my current situation. I have 5 other children, including teenagers, and my life is very full of busyness and stress. I do love to work out. I currently get up early and run for 30 minutes 4 to 5 times a week, but that might contribute to my exhaustion. I love to play sports like competitive volleyball, but at my weight, it's not as enjoyable and injury is more likely. I guess I'm in a hurry because playing volleyball is me time and I can't really do that right now. I know I don't give enough time to myself and I think that's why I turn to food. Lots of issues here. Basically, do you have some advice for nursing, sleep deprived, and busy stay at home mom? Yes, I do. So, just to let you know, I did a little bit of research on this. And again, I'm including this in the show notes for you. Webinar 311, that the average calorie burn for someone who is nursing, it falls in the window of 2 to 500 calories. So if you roughly know based on your activity level what it is you burn sans breastfeeding or yes, sans that, then you can add in anywhere from 2 to 500. So let's just say right now, I were to be nursing a baby based on what I know my TDEE is under normal circumstances. That would be somewhere around 2,200. I would say my with the breastfeeding, that would take me from 2,200 anywhere from 2,400 up to 2,900. Now, that is a big window, right? That could be a spread, but ultimately, it gives me a window to fall in. So I now have a general idea of what I'm shooting for. When I was nursing, I would not have looked to taking a calorie deficit personally before about 6 months. Right around 6 months, the kids, tend to be able to start eating other things. The milk supply isn't as I'm not saying it's not a necessity because I know some people breastfeed for a long time, but what I'm saying is the kids can start taking in nutrition from other areas and start to really thrive. So for me, I never really looked at doing a deficit before the 6-month mark on a personal note. I would encourage you because you're getting up early to go for a run. I would encourage you to think about using that time for sleep. My goodness, my dear, you are taking care of 5 children and yourself and you're breastfeeding. That's a lot. That's a lot of demand on your body. It's a lot of stressors. You getting adequate sleep's important. Since you did mention that you like the volleyball and no doubt you want to escape and I don't blame you. I'd want to punch some balls up over a wire too. You need some you time. What I would encourage you to do is look at your gym in your area. Look at some other avenues that you can go down where maybe if you could join a group fitness class, if they have childcare, you could put the kids in childcare. If you've got a well-meaning family member or friend who would be willing to come over, I don't think there's anything wrong with you taking a break and getting away. Just do yoga, do something that's good for you. Get yourself out of the house and away from the kids for a little bit. But I would put the extreme fitness, the volleyball, the running on the back burner for right now because you are sleep deprived. Not even really because of the injury. You need your rest. Your body is doing a lot. And I know right now it's hard because you really want to see the weight go down. You can just focus on if you even go on the low end, you add just 200 extra calories in for breastfeeding, you can see where that takes you, you know? I mean, if your breast milk stays consistent, if you're losing a little bit of weight, allow your diet to be where you might benefit from, but pushing your body to do running and all this when really what it is, you just want to walk away for a little bit, which is totally normal and to be expected with that amount of responsibility. I just would hate to see you shortchanging sleep in order to do it. So let's just imagine if Heather could wave her magic wand and come over and micromanage your life. One, we would be kind of keeping you within that maintenance range, including your breastfeeding, right? It would be allowing you to sleep and not wake up early to go for a run. It would be you looking at some way to get childcare or support watching the kids, or maybe one of your teenagers can keep an eye on them while you go to the gym, even if it's just to walk on the treadmill. Go to a night or find a yoga studio, do some nice restorative yoga, maybe even do something that, feels really good to you. But it's not about punishing yourself. It's not about driving yourself into the ground. It's not about you desperately trying to lose weight. That's going to happen. And really, before you know it, you won't be breastfeeding anymore. You will be back to your normal things. You will be running in the morning, and eventually, hopefully, the baby will be sleeping through the night. And all of that will fall back into play. But don't feel the need to rush it and put yourself in a position where you're possibly harming yourself, just to get in that alone time. So that's kind of what, if I had my druthers, you would be well fed, well rested as much as we can under this current situation. We would be doing more gentle exercise and definitely getting out of the house by yourself, away from everybody for a little bit on a pretty routine basis, whether it would be for yoga or power walking. And if you love running, if you feel good enough to run, when you leave later in the day, going and doing that and seeing if someone watch the kids and getting that breakaway to do it, that's fine. We just don't want to sacrifice sleep to do it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say by that. Maybe in the evening when everybody's home, breaking away for 30 minutes and running before bedtime might be an option. So that's what I would encourage you to say. But here's the good news: this is just one short season of your life. It will eventually come to an end. Right now, it doesn't feel like it. Right now, it feels like it's droning on forever, but I promise you it will. I used to think I'll never get out of diapers. I'm going to have kids in diapers forever. I'm happy to say we currently are not using diapers. It does come to an end.